guys doing NoFap day 10 of 90. We got that busted nuts. Cause on about 10 days, 10 and a half days, I haven't been busting any nuts. And we are back, babies. We are back and double digits for the first time in a long time. So hope you guys are doing pretty good out there in the streets. Yeah, man, it was a pretty good day. Can't complain. Had an off day today. I didn't even know I was off today. I thought I had to work, but I didn't have to work. So that's good. That's good. And so yeah. Um, just kind of chill a little bit. I tried to make up on some assignments and everything like that, but it was pretty long day. But yeah, man. Hope you guys will know that relapse. Hope you guys don't have any urges. I'm definitely starting to feel the testosterone and the energy starting to build up because I know you guys can vouch for that. When it's hard to sleep because you know the urges are there. Not urges and the sexual energy is like building up, so it's kind of hard to kind of sleep because it's not hard, but it takes you long to fall asleep because you got all that energy inside of you, and it makes it worse when you eat before you go to bed because it's basically like you know that you're tossing and turning a little longer than you used to when you were relapsing consistently because you got all the energy inside of you, but um, yeah, man, I'm gonna read the comments real quick. My guy Down for Darkness says, "Man, I'm on day 21 right now, and I'm not ashamed to say that I have edged porn just this previous week. That was my last recollection of viewing porn as of now, and I haven't busted any nuts in the past 21 days. To be real with you, though, I'm still mostly definitely feeling the benefits of this streak. It all comes down to self-control. If you don't bust that nut and you can actually control that urge by not giving into into temptation that porn has to offer. And basically, it isn't a relapse. If you if you can actually control that urge by not giving in to the temptation that porn has to offer, then basically it isn't a relapse, and that's because you haven't actually climaxed to the point of self-indulged orgasm to PM. Regardless, I don't condone or recommend edging. I will play devil's advocate here, though. If you if you have to edge, you will most likely end up doing it anyways. Just be aware of the serious risk you are taking whenever you indulge in the activities, though, because edging is equivalent to playing with fire, and then you add to porn into the mix, then you just increasing the serious risk of taking that burn. Most more of the story is that you better off without edging because although it is no relapse, it isn't a relapse. It is harmful, and it can easily lead you towards one. I disagree with that. Respectfully, of course. I think edging is a relapse. I don't see the point of it. I mean, honestly, I mean, if you're trying to quit smoking, if you're trying to quit smoking cigarettes, and you go buy the cigarettes, and you open the cigarettes up, and you take a cigarette out, and you put it in your mouth, and you light the lighter, and you put it real close to the cigarette. You're not lighting it yet. You're just kind of putting it real close to the cigarette. You kind of like you light the cigarette, but you don't inhale. You just light it and you just kind of like take it out. You don't blow. You just light it. You just take it out real quick. You put it back in your mouth. You really want to. I mean, I just think you might as well reset your counter back in because you had an urge to smoke and you went and bought the cigarette. You opened it up. You put it to your lips. You lit the cigarette and you just didn't blow. I mean, I just think I mean, it all fucks with your mind. If you it's like whenever you have an urge to view porn and fap, and you just pull your penis out and you put the porn on and start fapping, and you just stop before you bust that nut and say, "Whoop, at least I didn't bust that nut." So it is the relapse. I think that because when I used to do that, when I used to edge, I would edge, and when when I didn't relapse, and maybe 30 minutes to an hour, I'll come back. I would do the same thing over again. Pour the penis out, pouring out, start edging. Then relapse. Next day, come back and do it over again to eventually end up busting that nut. And I would literally be pissed. I relapsed. And it's like, so you literally edge all this time, then you relapse and you get mad at your relapse, and bust that nut rather. So I think it's a relapse because it's no PMO, and if you first of all if you have an urge to be porn and you put the porn on, I think that's a relapse in itself because the whole point of NoFap is to not watch porn. Now obviously sex scenes in movies and TV shows, things like that, and then naturally just getting hard and getting horny, everything that's natural. So if you watch the movie or whatever, even if you watch the movie that you know a sex scene coming up, you're not gonna skip it because you don't. I mean, you can't completely hide your mind. You can't hide yourself from sex. It's gonna happen. You can't hide yourself from sexual intercourse. You're gonna see people kissing in public. What you gonna do? You're gonna run in the bathroom and you're gonna turn your head. You gonna run in the bathroom fat, or you're gonna turn your head around and cover your eyes. I mean, you can't avoid everything. It's natural, but I'm just saying like, obviously when you really want to view that porn, you really have an urge to watch the porn, and then you just pull your penis out. You say, "Fuck, I'm about to watch this porn." You watch it. I'm just gonna edge a little bit. You start fapping, literally. You're stroking you're stroking your penis. I mean, I don't see how it is in a relapse. You're literally pulling. You're literally fapping. You're literally fapping, and watching porn. But only thing you're not doing is relapsing. I mean, if you do it one time, it's honestly it's up to you, because everybody's gonna have their own do it the way they want to do it. But I don't see the point of calling doing hard mode. NoFap. And then edging. We have an urge to be porn and actually watching porn as your edge, not bust a nut and then say, "Well, I didn't relapse." It's just not helpful. It's not helpful. I mean, it fucks with your brain. Chemicals fucked up because you really want to bust that nut. Say, "Man, I really want to fit," and then you stop. Then what happens? Okay, you say, "Okay, I fucked it one time. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it again. I'm not gonna reset my account. I'm just gonna start over, and I'm just gonna not edge anymore. Probably still on day 27 or whatever." Then when next time you have an urge, what happens if you come back and do it again? Now then it's like your brain has found a new way of trying to quote unquote satisfy. I guess that's what it's trying to do. It's satisfying that urge to bust that nut. But I think that all that stuff. I don't think all that build up was good. But as far as like edging, getting it real close, you busting a nut, then just like stopping. I mean, I don't see the point of that. I think it's kind of productive. But I appreciate your comment, bro. Like Prospect Boy says, people have a different opinions on what classifies as edging and the relapse. I guess it depends on the person. Now, for me, for example, today is 31 days for me. I haven't looked at any porn, nor have I MO. Honestly, however, I've been receiving pictures from girls the last week or so. I haven't asked for them or nothing like that, but they just have sent them. I sporadically been peeking at these pictures, but I haven't done anything. Most would consider that edging or relapse, but I'm not going to reset my account because of that. For one, it's real life girls, turning them, and two, looking at them hasn't given me the urge to masturbate. If anything, it makes me want to have sex with them, which is, I think, it's natural. I personally think that when you're making the progress in your journey, when you see something erotic and it doesn't move your fat or look at porn, I think the brain's starting to reboot itself. I'm not saying that we should be looking at pictures on our journey, but I don't see anything wrong with if it comes from real girls that we know. If looking at them triggers you, then delete them and move on. But yeah, if you're edging the porn, I do think that you're doing it all wrong. I know most of you guys already know this, but beware that women are going to test you when you get some weeks built up, and it's like they subconsciously know that you've been holding your seat, and they're going to test you. Stay strong, fellas, and keep pressing forward. That's true. That's true. But yeah, I don't getting pictures from girls in the relapse and looking at when you have urges and relapse because they send them to you. Again, cause I know if a girl send me some pictures, I'm probably gonna bust that nut. Well, I shouldn't say that, but if it depends. If it's a girl that I like or whatever, and making that maybe have possibly slid into the DMs, which is always better than relapse. Which I guess I'll talk about that soon. But and she sent me some pictures, and I think she's attractive. She's my type. I ain't gonna lie, I might really I might really. Of course I'm gonna look at the pictures. Obviously you get the message. You gonna look in your inbox and you see the pictures. It's like, oh shit, she just sent me some pictures. Okay. The picture with the neck. Okay, cool. I'm probably gonna look at them like, oh shit. I'm not gonna. I don't want to delete these, but nah. I don't know. So I probably have to delete them immediately because I know I'm gonna get curious. I'm just gonna probably edge and then relapse, edge. I'm probably gonna just bust that nut, and so I know I don't need to be getting any pictures, but yeah, man, it makes sense. When you holding that load in, just women just kind of they just want they just feel like they want to suck something from you, literally and figuratively. They want to suck something from you, and so it's just like they can feel your energy, and it's that spiritual energy, man. A lot of negative entities, when you doing your thing, you got a good streak going. People they want to get suck it from you, and they just want, literally and figuratively, they want the energy from you. You doing NoFap, getting all the benefits, and they like fuck. You see a bunch of women coming around you and just wanting to touch on you and anything like that. It's like I don't hit them with the stiff arms. Like I'm good. So it's like that's true, bro. But again, edging is There's no point. If you're gonna, if I'm gonna bust a nut, I'm always stroking it. At this point, if I edge, I'm busting. I know it's gonna happen. So it's like, I mean, I put my penis out, I'm fapping, and I watch porn. I mean, I might as well go ahead and relapse. I think it makes it much harder when you just say, I'm not gonna edge, I'm not gonna touch my penis, because if I do, it's a relapse. I'm not touching penis, like just touching, get touched. I mean, like, fapping, edging, intentionally pleasuring yourself while watching porn because you really want that urge to see something. Morrison Dawkins says, I tried to edge last night and I went over the line and bust that nut. I mean, hey, I guess you learn a lesson there, but I mean, I mean, I don't see a point of edging. I mean, I think if you have in your mind that edging is a relapse, then you're not gonna edge at all because, especially for porn, if you really have the urge to even be porn, you intentionally watch porn, that should be a relapse as well. I'm not saying you should just go ahead and just bust a nut just because you be porn or whatever, but or even if you edge, I'm not saying you just go ahead and bust a nut. I think you should just stop and start your days over again and say, okay, no fap day one, because obviously the whole point is not the fap, which is edging. Fapping is edging because you're soaking your penis you watching porn, and that's obviously because you're trying to prevent yourself from watching porn. What porn does to your mind. So my guy Canute Chop says it comes down to not touching the little guy, don't touch it, and no fap should be a lot easier instead of making it literally hard for yourself. I'm gonna be setting my counter because it happened today. Do out 7 days, it was easier than before, but one thing led to another. But it was not porn this time. Yeah, but I mean, it just Oh, you didn't. So you said you didn't watch porn, but I mean, even if I edged without porn, I would still reset my counter because I'm still not trying to fap. I'm trying to get some of this sensitivity back in the old little guy. So or big guy. I mean, let's move on. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So just good to leave it alone for a little while and let it recover. That's what I think is good to not watch porn or and not edge because you trying to give your penis a break. You trying to give your mind a break from the sexual activities, all that stuff. You just leave everything alone for those 90 days, and then afterwards, I guess you can do whatever you want. My guy Ryan DYC says, looking into the challenge, all this energy I have lots of anxiety because I don't know what to do with all the energy never had before. Other than that, I feel so much grind in my work game now. I have a good job and a few side jobs. All good pay. Hey, that's good, bro. Why don't you loan me a couple of monies so I can pay off these? I'm messing with you. Yeah, bro. I mean, that's true. I know the longer I go the longer I go NoFap, the more anxiety I get. Cause I never got past like day 35 or whatever. So I mean, I don't know everything, but when I'm getting up there in the weeks and everything like that, I don't say that the anxiety is more intense because I guess it's I forgot what the guy's name was, but the video I seen is like the longer you go, and you start to get them anxieties because all this anxiety and all this negative energies, it's like all your problems that you try to unknowingly or knowingly try to mask, by watching porn and fapping and numbing yourself because that's what happens when you fap. And when you look at the porn, you constantly fapping, you're numbing yourself to emotions. When you're not fapping, obviously you can't numb those emotions or anything, so you're gonna have to deal with them. Like you're gonna have to figure out what to do to help it, and whether that's talking to people or as soon as you get that anxiety feeling, just talk to somebody. I mean something like that, just to deal with it. Because if not, you're just gonna have a bunch of energy out there, and if you don't channel it to doing anything, then you're gonna eventually. First of all, you're gonna eventually relapse. And if you don't relapse, then you're probably not gonna feel any quote unquote benefits because you're not doing anything with the extra energy you have. You're just kind of like just living, not working out, not reading any extra books, not picking up any new hobbies, not not getting up early, going to bed late, not do all the obvious things, all the obvious self-improvement things. You're not eating healthy, you're still eating unhealthy foods consistently. Eventually you're gonna end up relapsing. You're not really gonna feel anything because you're not channeling your energy. But that's why I know definitely anxiety increases on NoFap. From what and at least in these in the first couple of weeks, in the first month. But I don't know what goes on after that because I haven't got past a month yet. But I got a month and a half. But 35 days. But that's about it. But anyway, I'll see you guys soon for day 12. 11, and as always, don't relapse.